My wife cheated on me with her ex-boyfriend. Her boyfriend made a video of her and told her to give me $10,000. Or else I'll show this video to your husband that I did. My name is Alex and my wife's name is Marina. We both met for the first time in cafeteria when I saw my Marina. I fell in love with her because she was so beautiful. I was literally attracted to her in a second. I still remember she was sitting on the table next to me when she got up and left. Her purse was left there. When I saw her purse laying on the table, I called her immediately but she was gone. By that time I picked it up. I went out and took her wallet back, but she was shocked to see it and she said, "Thank you." I told her no problem. Take care of it. She very delicately asked me, "What's your name?" I said my name is Alex. Then she said my name is Marina. We both chatted for a while and I started to like her a lot. The next day I went to that cafeteria again. And I saw that Marina was already there. When she saw me, she shook hands with me and offered me to sit with her. Then we both started talking and gradually we became very good friends. We used to meet each other and hang out. One day I proposed to Marina, but she did not give me any answer. I asked her again, but she told me I'll think about it. I said, "Okay, take your time." Next day, Marina told me that she's in love with someone else so she cannot get into a relationship with me. I asked her, "Who is that lucky guy?" She told me that once I had a friend whom I loved very much, but I don't know why he left me. I am very sad. I said to Marina that I don't have any problem with your past. What matters is who you love. Now, I told her, if you want me and like me, then I'm ready to marry you. She said yes to me. And I was so happy that we both got married. My younger brother also lived with me in my house. My wife did not have a problem with him because he sometimes came to stay at home. He mostly stayed in his hostel for study, but he respected my wife very much. We were living a very good life. I would make my wife very happy, fulfill her every wish, give her expensive gifts and take her to the good places to eat because I did not have shortage of money. I had to take great care of my wife because I loved her so much. One day we were having dinner in the evening and suddenly my wife got a phone call. As soon as my wife picked up the call and heard the voice at phone call, she was shocked. I asked her, "Who is that?" But she did not tell me anything. I did not know who it was on the phone. She got up nervously and picked up her coat from the chair next to her and left the chair after taking her keys while sitting in the car. She told me that there's a problem with my friend. I have an emergency. I have to go. I'll come and tell you later. Then I let her go. My wife lied to me that she was not going to meet a friend, but she was going to meet her ex. I did not know about that. My wife's boyfriend invited her to the hotel room because my wife was in love with him. She went there on his request. When my wife goes there, the boy apologized for his mistake and tells his compulsion that he was forced to leave her, but he didn't want to leave her. He still loves her. My wife believes his words. She gets into her boyfriend's talk when she returns home. I ask her how her friend is doing. She gets nervous and says she's fine. Then I asked her what happened to her health and she said that she fainted due to weakness because I love my wife so much and believed in her every word. She told me. I believed. Next morning when I was getting ready for the office, she told me that I'm going to meet my friend. So I told her that I am leaving you there. I'm also going to office, but she panicked and said, "No, I'll go myself." "Don't worry, honey," I told her. Okay. She left. After that, her behavior started to change a lot. She stopped worrying about me. Like before, I did not understand why she was doing this to me. And when I would go close to her, she would move away from me. I became worried after seeing her behavior one night. She was sitting on the bed worried. I asked her why. She said nothing and voted because of my friend. But the very next day he did a strange thing which I was surprised to see. She took out my credit card without telling me and used $100,000 for my credit card. I was surprised to see this when I asked her, "Where did you spend so much money?" Then she did not tell me anything and said that I needed. So I used it. I said, "It is a huge amount. Where did you spend so much money?" She said my friend needed some money and I had brought some things. That's how much money it takes. I was very worried and wondered how she could use such a huge amount in a single day. But I did not say anything to her. The next day, my brother called me and told me that I have to give you a very big news which you will be surprised to hear. I was shocked when he told me the truth about my wife. I did not believe what he said, but it was my brother came to my office and he said to me that your wife is cheating you. I was surprised. And I said to him, "What are you talking? She is your sister-in-law." He said, "I know who she is. She is a deceitful woman." I was shocked to hear my brother. He told me the whole trip. I could not believe his words. He told me every single thing. I was shocked and I was very vid. What should I do? Now? My wife was cheating on me and I did not know. My brother told me that there was a boy sitting with me in my hostel who told me that he was in love with the girl. But his heart was filled with this girl. And he left the girl later. The boy found out that the girl married a boy who was very rich and loved him very much. The guy was very greedy. He thought I should go back into this girl's life and make a lot of money from her. My brother said that boy was none other than your wife's ex-boyfriend. He tells his girlfriend in the hotel and convinces her that he still loves her and he wants to be in her life. Your wife came to his words and began to be attracted towards him, understanding it as a trip. The guy was so smart. He told me that one day I invited my ex-girlfriend to a hotel room and put a camera inside to record. When your wife came to meet him later, her ex-boyfriend started getting close to her and your wife did not stop him and both started getting close and ultimately, they made love. Your wife did not know her boyfriend was cheating on her and he has installed a camera to record the video in the room. When I heard my brother's words, I was shocked and did not believe it. But it was true that my wife had lost interest in me and was in love with her ex-boyfriend. Again. My brother said that this guy had recorded my wife, everything that happened between them, that the next day this guy started blackmailing my wife that if you don't pay me $10,000, I'll show this video to your husband. Hearing this, my tears stood up and I got the answer to what I was asking my wife, that she used so much money. In a single day, my wife used my car without asking me. And when I asked her, she told me that I have my friend with this money. But in fact, she did not help her friend but gave this money to her boyfriend. I could not believe my wife's infidelity. I loved her so much, but still she cheated on me, used my money and used me. I asked my brother, "How you came to know all these matches?" My brother replied that I didn't know that your wife is his girlfriend. One day he was telling me about his ex-girlfriend. I had not seen his girlfriend before. But when he showed me that recording, I was surprised because in that recording, his girlfriend is none other than your wife. When I saw that recording, I couldn't believe my eyes and immediately called you to tell you. I told my brother that I won that recording. I want to see Ed. My brother paid my vice-boyfriend to take that video when that video came to me. And I saw Ed. My wife actually met that guy in a hotel room and made love. I started crying. After seeing this in the evening, I went home and saw my wife sitting on the bed. I told her, "I have to show you something." I took out the video and showed it to her. She was shocked and she started asking me where did you get the video from? I said to her, "You don't care about it. You cheated on me. I believed in you and married you and brought you in my home. I fulfill your every wish and loved you very much. But when your ex-boyfriend came again in your life, you forgot me and you started having a wrong relationship with him." She started crying and telling me that I'm sorry. It's my mistake. I won't do it again. But I told her that I don't want to be with you anymore. I took out the divorce papers and put in her hands and I kicked her out of my house because she no longer